7:15, we're keeping you up to date with our live team coverage of the tornado's aftermath on the peninsula. Art Kahn is joining us live this morning from Hampton.
Yeah, Art's been out there all morning showing us some of the damage. Art, we've seen downed trees, we've seen bricks missing off of a fireplace chimney out there. What else are you seeing?
Yeah, well, I'm at the corner of Victoria Boulevard and Bridge Street, but you know, we've talked about the force of this. Here's something that'll give you a good idea just how strong these winds are. If you look right down here behind me, this is a snapped off power pole. You can even see a stop sign on it. The power lines are down. They're obviously not hot, or I wouldn't be here right now. Above that, look at the size of that tree. It is just a mangled mess. And that was a huge tree, and you can see what the winds did to it, so obviously some pretty good force. I want to continue over here now to show you cleanup and repairs have begun. We've got Cox Cable out here, we've got crews from Dominion Power out here, everybody working to get these lines cleared out and get the poles fixed and get the debris off of the lines that you've seen so much of out here. But there's a tremendous amount of stuff out here, and again, even though I've said it a few times already, you can't say it enough. When you're out here in this stuff, you need to be careful, and unless you're somebody who has a vested interest in this, being a homeowner or somebody with the boats, or if you're with some of the crews that are out here doing the work, you really don't need to be walking around in this. It makes me at times a little uncomfortable. I'll tell you, like I said, we made darn sure before we came over into this area that we didn't have any live power lines. Also want to point out, you were asking me about street closings. The rest of the Bridge Street that goes down this end here is obviously closed down. This is a resident here making his way up, but because of all this debris, you can't get down that road, and it looks like there are several trees down on the end of that road as well. So there's a mess out here for sure, and you need to be very careful. And I think it's going to take some time here to get all this stuff straightened up. There's a lot of people showing up now, but everyone's got their work set out for them. I don't think there's going to be too much of a festival taking place out here today, Stephanie and David.
Yeah, good point. We did want to mention to folks, we're still waiting for official word on that Blackbeard Festival, which is supposed to take place today in Hampton. We know there were lots of folks out for the festival last night when this all hit, about 200 people that sought shelter in the yacht club, and luckily came out of this with just a couple of scratches.
It's certainly luck, you know, especially when you look at the images that Art was showing us there. We're going to put some phone calls in. We're going to find out if that festival is still a go for today, if it's been moved. Obviously, the tents, the infrastructure for that festival, you saw they were thrown all over the place, so it's going to be questionable if it goes on, how it's going to go on.
Absolutely.